Welcome to Saving Us, where we discuss relationships in marriage, family, and beyond. Relationships are hard work and should be a priority. These discussions are here to help you navigate the waters of insecurity and frustration and hopefully guide you to a place of peaceful fulfillment in your own relationships. Welcome everybody to this episode of Saving Us. Today our topic is preparing for the empty nest. I am your host, Deetra, and this is my wonderful husband,
Michael.
And we're here to talk about relationships, how to make them better, but mostly how to make ours better.
Yes.
So today our topic is the empty nest, and we chose this topic because we are almost empty nesters.
Yes, getting rid of these kids. Finally.
That's him. So when your kids see it, they'll know what you think of it.
Well,
you want to get rid of
they already know.
They love him. They know he loves them. They're always like, "You're wrong, Mom.
Yeah.
You're wrong." They like him a lot. Anyway, so we decided to talk about this because we, in our marriage, we always had kids. We started out with 2 kids. Then I got pregnant real soon, and we had a 3rd kid by the time we were, not by the time, but shortly after. No, by the time we were 3 years married. Nia was born about 2 weeks before our first year anniversary.
Yes, she was.
So we always had kids. And in that little bit of time where we were really, really newly married, because we got married in April. And then we had our oldest 2 for the summer. So they came, I think, Memorial Day or something like that, the end of May. So we had about 3-4 weeks of no kids. And it was awkward. Very, very awkward. So eventually we had 5 all together. Yeah, we got a whole lot of kids. Yes, we do.
A lot of kids. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Eventually we had 5 kids. And coming up on this school year, our youngest will be going into her senior year of high school. So, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, she'll be going to college somewhere, somehow. And
somehow.
We'll be alone for a couple of months until, people come home for the holidays, and if they come home in the summer and that kind of thing. So, we have our big girls that you guys met a couple of weeks ago, that are, well on their way into adulthood. Well, not on their way, well into adulthood. And then we have our set of 3. And in that set, our oldest will be a senior in college. And then the middle just graduated high school a couple of weeks ago. And then the youngest will be a senior. So that's where we are on the journey.
So we got 1 school year to prepare for this empty nest syndrome.
So why do you think, husband, that it is important to prepare for the empty nest syndrome? Not syndrome, I shouldn't say. To prepare to be empty nesters, like it's the corona.
It's a syndrome.
It's a syndrome.
Lord, what we gonna do?
Something wrong with you.
We need a vaccination. Well, I think that we have to prepare for it because it's what you said. We have never been without kids really, but for a month maybe. And so we're gonna be looking at each other trying to figure stuff out, what we're gonna do without kids, without yelling, without telling somebody to sit down, telling somebody to go somewhere. We're just gonna be looking at each other. We're just gonna be sitting up looking.
Yeah.
So your mom said, what was that she said?
Who are you?
Yeah, we're gonna look at each other and say, who are you?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, because we don't know each other without kids.
Right.
That type of thing. So I think if we wait until all the kids are gone and then say, now what are we going to do? It's going to be back to awkward.
Yeah.
That's my thought. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think it could be. I think we're past the stage of awkward now, because I kind of do know you after 22.
I guess
I know you a little bit.
You don't
really,
know
after 24 years
by
altogether.
Now.
Yeah. That's true. I believe I'll never know you if I don't know you. If I don't know you by now,
right.
I'm giving up. No.
Lord.
But anyway, I think, when the kids, everybody leaves, I think it would be much easier to just live in the same house, but going our separate ways, sort of. I think that would be much easier than preparing to be together and work together without the kids around. Does that make sense?
So you're saying live in the same house and go our separate ways?
Yeah, just be independent. Just do it,
Right,
know,
yeah,
I do
you
me,
do your
you do
thing.
you.
Right.
We come together, if we got to, go to a function or something.
Whatever. Yeah.
But
Or
in the house,
something else, whatever.
which is kind of like it is now, to be honest, to be real honest, because we don't have a whole lot in common as far as entertainment. So when we're home, we're not usually in the same room, not on most occasions, because I don't like to watch he's a TV hog, and I don't like to watch a lot of what you watch on TV, mostly.
You mean like OHIO?
Precisely.
Yes.
We do not
I'll
like
stay-
it.
I
We
don't
do
know
not
why.
like it. I took I took Michael to a football game for his birthday one year. That was the most all-American event I have ever
Oh,
attended.
you know what you want to say. That was,
It was all American.
it was 110,000 people saying O-H-I-O.
And the band was.
Well, it's not an HBCU. I mean, come on, this ain't Florida A&M.
It was fun though, but it really was the most all-American thing. And I went to small liberal arts private college. That Ohio State was still the most all-American
Lord, help us.
football
Lord.
game I ever attended. But he had a good time. Didn't
Yeah, they won 62-10, so
he? Yeah, they did.
it was great.
They did. Okay.
So yeah, you're right. We don't have a whole. Well, we both black,
We are.
and
We strong.
we-
Black.
we like music. What else we got in common?
We have music in common, but even our musical tastes. I'm classically
yeah.
as far as our background in music, I'm classically trained. So when I play piano, it is by the book usually. I'm getting a little bit better by ear, but not like him.
Well.
This guy here can listen to anything and play it. He can play the drums. He can play the guitar. He can play the keyboard, the piano. He can play the organ. Okay, by ear mostly. I mean, he reads music as much as I play by ear.
That's probably true.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
And so,
But the grass is always greener, I think, on the other side. I always want to sit down and be able to just sight read music, and you
want to be able to sit down and just play by ear.
Yeah.
Yes.
But music, that's something in common.
Yeah, that's one thing we do have in common.
Yeah.
We do.
And
He don't even like church like I do.
well,
Cause I like it.
Lord. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, yelling, coughing,
And God said,
snot, and everything.
the Bible said.
All kind of. Look at that.
Cause I like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Say it.
So
Uh-huh. He cometh on a Honda.
why? Why?
But anyway, okay, let's go back to this.
So to focus on our relationship, we can be in different rooms doing our own thing, and then
Yeah.
come together and
I think
And,
I think it would be easier to do that than to say, okay,
yeah.
kids about to leave. We
Now
probably need
let's
to
start talking. Yeah.
start getting to know each other before they leave all the way out the house.
Yeah.
Because I think that will save the marriage after all the kids have left from being bored. But it'll keep you from being bored
Right.
in the marriage
Right.
with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Yeah.
because you get to explore each other, I guess.
Yes, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And because if you get bored, you can resent each other.
Yeah.
And get tired of each other and all kind of things. It's one of those things where if something small is in your mind, but if you're left to your own devices, I guess, it just starts getting bigger and bigger. If you're not talking, if you're not communicating, type of thing. And I think boredom would do that in a marriage.
Yeah.
I think if you're bored, then all kind of stuff starts getting in your mind, and that's where all that stuff happens, and you start talking to somebody else, and they putting stuff in your mind.
Well,
and,
yeah. Well, that's key, because if you're bored, you will find somebody else interesting,
Right.
you know.
Yes.
So to just give you an excuse to explore whoever that other person is
Right.
that you find interesting.
Yeah.
So
That's not good.
you should get to know each other to save your marriage. At least try.
Yeah.
I think to prepare for the empty nest, you know, a lot of people get divorced after they've been married 18, 20,
A lot of
25
people do.
years.
They do.
After their kids go to college because they've been just waiting for the kids to grow up. You know, they stay together for the kids. I cannot say whether that's good or bad, right or wrong, because I don't live in anybody else's house but my own. But I think preparing for the empty nest, you should reevaluate your relationship and say, hey, do we even still want to be married? I am not a champion of just staying together to stay together. Just because we've been married this long, might as well stay together and just not being happy. But I think preparing for that season will make it even a smoother transition than just coming at your partner almost cold. You know, when your youngest goes off to school or moves out of the house and you look at them and just be like, I'm moving out too.
Oh, Lord.
And that other partner might be like, what? Or they might, you don't know. You might be like, bye. But it would be good to discuss that before the kids leave, if that's the case, you know,
Right.
so you can prepare for whatever's next.
Yes.
In
And by
your
the
life.
way, hopefully that is not the case because
Hopefully.
divorce is never a good thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, if there's any type of way to avoid it, then you absolutely should because it's not where you were created to divorce. But, you know, I mean, we don't do everything right.
Right.
You know, we mess some stuff up. So we got to go from here forward.
Yep.
I remember listening to T.D. Jakes one time. He was talking about marriage and he was talking about how, you know, we were created this way and how it should be and how what the perfect marriage is and your relationship to your kids, how that should be and how to resolve, you know, arguments and all these things. And just laid out this whole perfect plan. And then he said, but that's not reality. That's not where we are. So we need to start from where we are
Right.
and move forward. So
Right.
that's reality. That's
Yeah.
true. But at the same time, that's why we're talking about this. So you can do
So
everything
hopefully
you
you
can.
don't have to do that.
Yes. To fulfill your purpose together,
Yeah.
you know, which also, you know, is another thing. I mean, to prepare for the empty nest, one of the reasons is to now you can continue to fulfill your purpose and see if you have some common goals.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what do you have in common? I
Well,
mean, you know,
well, I'd say most of all, a lot of times when we first get married, especially if you get married in your 20s, in your younger 20s, and you don't know what's going on, a lot of people don't know how to make goals in their relationships. As far as like, they don't know how to prepare for the future because you're
Right.
just living right now. You're just trying to pay bills right now. You're just
Right.
trying to have babies right now. You're just trying to get them, you know, in school or whatever it is. You're just trying to figure out life right now. So if that is the case for you, you can maybe use this time to figure out what you want to do, what kind of goals you want to have in this part of your life. And hopefully you've learned, you know, from the 18 to 20 years that you've been parenting or longer.
Yeah.
And you can learn a little bit how to work together until you get to your retirement age, you know, as far as financial and health and
right.
what kind of relationship you want to have with your kids going forward and where you want to travel and what kind of grandparents you want to be, that kind of stuff.
What kind of grandparents you want to be?
Yeah. I told my kids the other day, I said, somebody's going to be happy they came from me. If I live life the way I want to and put money aside, my goal is to put money aside for my grandchildren so they can be happy that they were descended from grandma.
If you ever have any.
Well, that's true.
But anyway,
That is
Yeah.
true. I tell my kids, come on now. Come on.
oh Lord.
Get to stepping.
Our son, I think our son will be the first. He's just now going into college, so it ain't gonna be no time real soon. But
Right.
he seemed like he'll be the first one to
Hint, hint.
get married and have
Older
kids.
girls, hint. Hint. We need some grandchildren.
Okay. Grandkids. As long as I can give them back, that's all right.
Yeah, that's yeah. We don't want to raise any grandchildren. No, no,
No,
no,
no, no, no.
no, no. We want to have fun with some grandchildren.
Right.
Lord, Pastor got me outside,
This
and
is
you
the
know
beautiful
I am not an
outdoors.
outdoor person,
The
and this
sun.
stuff is itching me on my ankles. Or something
What
keep
stuff
on
is
getting on
itching
my
you?
ankles, and I can't take it.
And the-
Jesus,
What stuff is itching you?
I don't know.
This is the beautiful outdoors.
Lord Jesus, I'll never just sit outside. All right, what's next?
You don't know what you don't know what you're missing out on.
I got to go. I got to hurry up.
Oh Lord. Okay. What should you expect? What should we expect? Because this is what we talking about is us. We about to do this now. This
Yo,
is
we
real.
trying. We trying.
This is real.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest
It's
with y'all.
getting real.
I started
Oh,
when
Lord.
Renee was in the 8th grade.
Did you?
Yes.
What grade
I
is she in
started.
now?
She gonna be a
Oh,
senior.
yeah.
I started thinking about this time in my life because I told you something was on me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you almost got stung by a bee.
It wasn't no bee, but it was something on my leg.
Everything
Look,
loves
see,
you.
I got bumps.
I think you had that bump before you came out
I
here.
don't know. I might have, but anyway. Okay. I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try. Something keep getting my legs for real. Okay, I'm sorry. When Renee was in the 8th grade, I said, okay, I only have 5 years
5.
until she graduates. What am I gonna do with my life?
You started thinking about it then?
I did. I really did. Might have been 7th grade, because that's when I well, no, because I've been in school. This will be my 4th
You
year.
about to graduate.
So it must have been 7th grade when I, was first thinking about it. Because then I applied to go back to school and got in that next year. So I've been on that journey doing that. It was 7th or 8th grade, something like that. But yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time because I was mostly stay at home. I mean, I started working when our youngest was in the 2nd grade, but it was always part-time and it was always during school hours. So I was always home when they got home from school.
Right.
And, yeah, there was never really any time when I was away from them before or after school. So, yeah, so I was just thinking, well, what am I going to do with myself? Because I won't know what to do with myself if I just wait until she graduates and then
Right.
try to figure it out. So hopefully I'll be working full-time in an area that I really enjoy and,
Do I have to call you
have a
doctor?
life. Oh, yes.
When I wanna
Everybody
address you?
in the whole world will call me Dr. Carter
Every
for at
time?
least 2
Even when I
months.
want-
At least 8 weeks.
Lord.
At least 8 weeks. Every time you see me, you say, Dr. JD. I'm like, yes, how
okay.
are you? Yes.
All right. I gotta call you doctor all the time?
All the time.
Every moment.
Every moment.
Even,
When you call me, you say, Doctor.
okay. All right. Lord have mercy. Okay. So you've been preparing. You've been preparing for this day.
I have been preparing.
Okay.
Have you, sorry, I said I wasn't going to do that no more. Have you been preparing?
Preparing for what?
But when the kids leave the house.
No. Well, yeah. As soon as they was little, I was like, how long y'all got?
No, you didn't either. You lie. But I had to tell an honest truth. Pastor has, y'all know I call him Pastor.
Oh.
Pastor, he been tired. He been kind of tired of raising kids in the last couple of years.
What?
He be like, you need to learn how to drive.
No.
Because I'm tired.
Yeah. These kids,
I'm tired of driving
you
you.
old enough.
You need to do this.
First of
I'm
all,
like,
okay.
dang.
But let me just say this. The reason is the youngest one is a part of everything. She's part of the show choir. She's in every play,
That's true.
every musical there is. And I'm going to get her. They coming back from who knows where. I'm picking her up at the school at 3 a.m.
That's true. Because I don't go.
She ain't going.
That's
so I'm like, you need to start driving.
Yeah.
Plus, she don't like me that much,
She does. Shut up.
but she will one day. She needs some money.
She's my baby. She is. But she likes you too.
You think so?
Yes. Well, Michael's yours. My son
Well,
don't like me all that well.
He likes you. He
He
just don't want
loves
you
me, but he don't
kissing
want me
on him all the
around.
time.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Now.
She said now. He said, "What you kissing on him every day?"
Yeah.
Oh, no, boy, he 18. He can't have all that.
Yes, he can.
Just tell him you love him and give him some money. That's what he wants.
probably true.
That's what he
He
needs.
does like gifts.
Yes.
That's probably true. Okay.
So yeah, we can expect. So you preparing. So what do you think is going to happen? Let's finish this by thinking. What do you anticipate this will look like? This will be like when we're empty nesters. Will we avoid regret? Will we have satisfaction? Will it be a little of both? What do you think is going to happen?
Honestly, I think me personally, I will be more satisfied than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'll have some regrets. I mean, because there are no perfect parents, and I'm sure
Right.
the kids will go through things, and I'll be like, well, there are things now that I look at them like, dang, I wish I had steered them in a different way.
Yeah.
To get a different result than things I'm seeing now. So there is some regret there already, but I think I really did the best I could with what I knew to do
Yes.
at the time
Oh,
when
you
we were
were.
growing up.
You were.
So, and I do not. Okay, guys, I told you I was a stay-at-home mom. I don't regret it at all. You know why? I work full time right now, and I don't see how parents do it.
Yeah.
Two parents
Yes.
working full time. I come home. I used to cook every day. I cook maybe once a week
Sure.
now. I don't cook. And you know what? I don't care. All these grown people in the house, somebody can cook it. I go shopping. It's food right there for everybody to cook. I ain't worried about it. But I don't see how people do that with small kids. That's a lot of energy, and I think I would have been exhausted and probably very angry
Right.
a lot of the
Well,
time just from being tired,
Yeah.
because it's just a lot to do to go to work every day and then use your mental faculties at work and then come home and have to clean the house and do homework and cook and clean the kitchen and put babies to bed on time and get up and do it all over again the next day.
It's too much.
Oh, my word.
That's why you should just watch football sometimes.
That's a man.
Just release,
But all you
No.
working mommies and daddies who are helping, I'm telling you, my hat is off to you if you work all day and then you have, especially if you have more than one child,
Yeah.
and you are doing that. And I just praise God that, I'm sorry that I was able to stay home.
Yeah. Yeah, this woman right here, she was the absolute best mother to all these kids.
Oh, sorry.
They love you. You want to know how? Because Michael, she tried to kiss on him and hug him. He like, get off me. But let her be gone for 2 days. Where mom? When mom coming back? Well, what's she doing? When's she coming back? I'm like, well, I'm here. Yeah, that's good. When mom coming back? That's all they want to know. When she coming back? So, and one thing we do know, I can tell you this. It's coming.
What?
We're about to be empty nesters.
Yeah.
It's going to be here in months' time. Right now the school year is about to start. And it's going to look different with this coronavirus.
Yeah.
What is it? COVID-19. But it's coming. Time goes by fast. So we're going to have to be ready. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually glad we're talking about it and preparing now for it.
Yeah, me too.
The empty nest syndrome.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
That's our take on saving us. If you enjoyed what you heard and you want to save the relationships in your life, remember to subscribe and click the button below. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.